Hello, my lovely book friends, and welcome back to my channel. So it is currently Thursday night, February the 19th, and tomorrow we are going to be meeting Sadeqa Johnson. And when I tell y'all, I am so excited. I am so excited. She will be here to do her book signing and author talk on her latest book, The Keepers of Lost Children. I do have my book ready to go. I have to go pick it up from the bookstore tomorrow. So I will be doing that, and then I will take that book with me over to the author signing. In fact, what's crazy is I think that book might already be signed. I may have bought a signed copy. I'm honestly not 100% sure. Either way, I'm also going to bring The House of Eve and The Yellow Wife with me to see if she can sign one of those books or maybe even both of them. It would be great if she could sign all my books. That would be chef's kiss if she could do that. And what's crazy is, y'all know how I feel about hardbacks. Well, if you don't, let me tell you something. I love hardbacks. Like, I would love to have a library full of my most favorite books in hardback. Paperbacks are more practical for like the actual reading experience, in my opinion, but like for aesthetic purposes and book collection purposes, I love hardbacks. And typically what I like to do is, if I have a hardback of a book, or I'm sorry, paperback of a book, I like to go back and get the hardback of it. Once I realize like, I for real am going to keep this book, love this book, I want it in my library permanently, I try to get a hardback. So I do not currently have hardbacks of either Yellow Wife or House of Eve, and those are two of my most favorite books, and I absolutely need to try to get my hands on those. To be quite honest with you, that sounds like it could have been a Tomorrow Adventure, but like, I don't know where I'm gonna find a hardback for a relatively good price for, in fact, are those even available in hardback? They are. They definitely are. I know this. So it's fine. Like, I mean, it would be cool if I could get hardbacks for her to sign and like really have it. That would just be really cool to me, especially because I have the book I pre-ordered, The Keepers of Lost Children. That one is hardback, so like, it would have been cool to have all three. But I am super excited, guys. It is 10:45 at night currently. I'm so exhausted. I'm tired. I'm really tired. I know between the weather and just kind of where we are in the month, like, I know like my energy levels are real low, but I am very excited for tomorrow. So like, I figure we'll start the vlog tonight and I'll just kind of walk you through the whole day tomorrow, because we do have a lot of errands to run. We have to get up and like hit the ground running tomorrow. We do have a lot to do. And then I'm going to kind of have like a working lunch / hang out with one of my best friends tomorrow. And then we'll go to the author talk, because it's not until 7 o'clock tomorrow night. So we do have a full day ahead of us before the author talk, on top of the fact that we do have to pick up the book beforehand. So in that particular bookstore, it's a local, small, Black-owned bookstore. I don't think they even open until 12. So to be honest, we don't need to like bust down the door to get out of here. But I do understand that like, we do need to get some tasks taken off of our list. I also probably have to swing by my work site tomorrow too on the way. Luckily, the work site and the bookstore are not far from each other at all. So it's not like that's a problem, but it's just something I'm gonna have to like factor into the day. But either way, I'm just here to tell y'all, I am super excited. I am so excited for tomorrow. Like, to meet Sadeqa Johnson is going to just be so cool. And I'm just praying everything goes according to plan tomorrow, where it can happen. I do know she added another Atlanta date and it's actually the day after my birthday. However, it's more like a dinner situation. And so like, the tickets for that are like $100, and Amani's not paying no $100 for that, respectfully. Like, I wish I could, but like, that's not in the budget. Okay, this author talk was in the budget. We're gonna make this happen. However, I would love to circle back and see her again when she comes in March, because again, she is like one of my most favorite authors, if not my favorite author right now. Like, she is just running the game for me as far as just books that I have just emotionally been so invested in. It's not even about, for me, it's not always about the enjoyability of a book, because yes, that's a factor, but the way those characters just put their claws deep inside my soul and just won't let loose, that's how you know you're a good writer. And it's just like, these storylines weren't even like fluffy, happy, you know, rainbows and unicorns, but yet these characters are people I cannot part with, right? And I think there's just something so powerful and beautiful about the fact that she can do that. So I say all that to say, yeah, she really, I mean, her and like Miss Honoré Jones, and I mean, there's some really good talented authors out there right now, like, just especially Black authors. Like, I yapped about Miss Kennedy Ryan on here plenty of times, but there's just some amazing Black authors out there that just deserve our support. And Sadeqa Johnson, to me, is, for me, top of the charts. Yeah, I just wanted to start this vlog the night before because I know me, when I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna be so crusty and crunchy and dusty and delusional, and it just, y'all will see me in the morning, but y'all, if you've paid attention to like the morning times of some of my reading vlogs, they do start sometimes around early morning, sometimes a little later. Either way, I be so discombobulated in the mornings, okay? But like early in the morning tomorrow, this is our introduction. And I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night. Good morning, guys. So it's 8:20 in the morning right now. Yes, I did wake up early. Yes, I fell right back asleep. Whatever. So it is actually pretty cloudy outside. I do believe it's supposed to rain in the morning and not the evening, which is good for us. However, we will have to leave pretty soon. We need to pack up our stuff and we need to hit the road, Jack. Obviously, we also need to look like a human today because, yeah. Hi guys, so we are about to go pick up our book. I completely forgot, like, it's sunny outside, it's Friday, and I'm like, why are there so many people all around the place? Because it's Friday and it's Sunday, and I'm at 44th and 3rd, or I'll be going to 44th and 3rd to pick up my book. And 44th and 3rd, if you don't know, is literally right here at Morehouse's campus. So I'm actually at Morehouse right now. And we're gonna go get this book. But I was just like, what? Because like when I come to this bookstore, I can normally park like right in front of the bookstore, and this time I had to park a little ways away, and I was just clutching my pearls like, I have to go walk to go get this book. But it's because, you know, it's a school day. Okay, friends, we have secured our book. I am so excited. So now we are going to sit down, do a little work at one of my favorite food halls ever, because to know me know I love a good food hall. So we're gonna go to my favorite one and do a little work, and then we'll just kind of hang tight until I think about 6:30, because my favorite food hall is actually maybe not even 15 minutes away from the place where Sadeqa Johnson will be for her author talk today. So we'll probably sit there for several hours until it's time to go, and then we'll make our way over to see her. But I'm so excited. We're gonna take a look at this as soon as we get in the car. This is what she looks like. The cover is so nice. I'm sure you guys have seen it all over social media by this point, but it is so beautiful. And it comes with a little bookmark, which I'm absolutely going to be using for this book. It's so beautiful. I love it. And guys, it's already signed. So I couldn't remember if this one was signed or not, but yes, it is signed. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Luckily, I did bring House of Eve and The Yellow Wife with me to see if by chance she can sign at least one of these. If she has to pick one to sign, I really honestly want her to sign House of Eve, because this was the very first book by her I ever read, and this was the book that made me absolutely fall in love with her. I need to try to get the sticker off of Yellow Wife just in case. Here we go. Perfect. So yeah, if she could sign all three, if I could have all three of my books signed by her, that would be absolutely the best thing ever. I'm so excited. Mind you, I have the audiobook as well on Audible, because I just know this is going to be a hyperfixation book. Like, I know me well enough to know that as much as I'm a multi-book reader, this one's going to take my full undivided attention. Like, I just know that about me well enough to know that's what's going to happen. All right, friends, so we're off on our next adventure. Let's at least get to the food hall, and then I can finish my makeup, and then we'll go in and find us a good seat. I don't know if we want to sit like outside, inside. We'll have to see, because my allergies are already on 12 already, and it's only like 2 in the afternoon, not even 2 o'clock yet. I don't necessarily want to be sneezing my head off all day, but like I really want to enjoy the sunshine too. So we'll see, but let's at least go ahead and get over there. morning, friends. So as you can clearly see, it's the next day. So let's backtrack. Let's talk about yesterday and let's bring this up to speed. So, yes, after I left my favorite food hall yesterday, I was headed to the event because it started at 7. And when I put in the GPS, I was like only 15 minutes away. So I was like, perfect. No, I was not 15 minutes away. So where the event was held last night has multiple different places that are all under the History Center. So I pulled up to the actual History Center and I saw people in like black tie, and I was like, this can't be it. Like, why is everyone in black tie? So then I go through the email, and I don't see anything that's going to indicate that I'm in the wrong place yet. And so I asked the security guard, I'm like, hey, I'm here for the Sadeqa Johnson author talk. Can you point me to where it is in the building? And he was like, oh, that's at a whole different building. And I was like, a whole different building? Mind you, there are different buildings here at this History Center. So I was like, what do you mean different building? And he was like, no, like in Atlanta. So I look at the ticket and I see that it is indeed somewhere completely different, still under the same like system. So like this place owns that location, but it just wasn't on site. It's an off-site location. And yeah, that was fun. So I had to drive another 20 minutes back into the city because I went 20 minutes out, so I had to go 20 minutes back in. So I would have been even closer to the author talk had I noticed that it wasn't at the actual main venue, it was off site. So that was a little annoying, but it was totally cool. Like, it really wasn't that big a deal. So I get there at like 7:30-ish or so and walk right in, and as you can tell by the video, it was a packed house. Okay, everyone was there, everyone was excited. They were selling some books. It looked like people were buying up The Yellow Wife, which was really cool because a lot of the questions that she was answering centered around The Yellow Wife and The House of Eve, which you guys know are my favorites. Like, I love those books so intensely bad. Like, I love those books so much. Like, those are top reads of like my whole life. Like, I love those books. Anyways, so some people were new to Sadeqa Johnson. Some people were new to Sadeqa Johnson. So, you know, it was a matter of, you know, just kind of learning her and listening to people answer questions. And you could tell people were really getting inspired by the conversation surrounding The Yellow Wife, which was really awesome. And House of Eve, of course. But you could tell that was really sparking a lot of people because those books started flying off the shelves. So luckily she had The Yellow Wife, The House of Eve, and there was me, and then there was me and her latest, Keeper of Lost Children. And it seems to me that a lot of us had already pre-ordered our books and picked them up at 44th and 3rd because there was a huge stack of Keeper of Lost Children. Luckily, it also seemed that, you know, people were buying them, but it was very interesting to me how a lot of people had their Keeper of Lost Children book in the same bag I had. So I concluded that a lot of people must have went ahead and picked up their books, like pre-ordered and picked them up either today or yesterday or something like that, you know, to have ready to go, because those books were already signed by her, but she was able to put my name in it. So let me show you guys how she signed my books, because when I tell y'all I was over the moon reading what she wrote in my books, I had such a great time. First of all, as per usual, like, it's me, I'm a yapper. So like, I was talking to people in line, and the girl in front of me, she had recently moved back to Atlanta, and she was just really excited that she was able to see Sadeqa, because, you know, she's one of her favorite authors as well. And then, you know, there's a guy behind me who writes historical fiction who recently discovered Sadeqa, and we were just telling him all about her work and how you're just going to be so emotionally pulled, and he's so excited to read those books. And it was just, we all just had a great conversation while we were in line. The line moved pretty fast though, but we had great conversation. And then I got to her and I was just like, you are literally my favorite author. I should have filmed this part, but like, I had my phone, the volunteer had my phone to take pictures, so I didn't even think to video this. But basically I was telling her all about how she's my favorite author and I love everything that she's written, and I'm really honestly fangirling, and all the things. I was just so happy that she was here, and she was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And she was just so sweet, so informative. You can really tell she puts her heart and soul into her work. Like, she really does the research. I know I said this about I feel like I've said this before. Maybe it was, oh, I think I said this about Ayana Gray as well, which is a review that will be coming soon. I'm Medusa. If you have not read that yet, I will be putting that review up pretty soon because I need to edit and put that up for y'all. However, Sadeqa is just, you can already tell she's a well-researched author, but then to hear her talk and discuss it, it just made me love her more because she really does the hard work, because it's not easy to do the research for historical fiction, especially when you're pulling on things like slavery. Like, that is hard. So yeah, anyways, we had a great little cute chat, and I was just like, you're my favorite author ever. I'm so happy I got to meet you. It's like fangirling because she's liked my story several times. We were just talking about Instagram and all the things. She's an absolute sweetheart, like an absolute sweetheart. It was such an honor to get to meet her. I was nervous she wasn't going to get a chance to put my name in all 3 of the books, but she did, and that has just made my day. But like, what? Are you kidding me? If you do not have a book stamp, I highly recommend that you invest in one. I have a book stamp, so I already had this book stamped. Let's see if we can find it. I already have it stamped right here. Like, this is good. This is so good. Like, absolutely so sweet. So yes, friends, I am just over the moon. It was such a good event. Yeah, so it brings us to this rainy Saturday where I will be editing and crocheting, and we're probably going to go ahead and start Keeper of Lost Children later today as well. It will not be in this video. This is literally about just meeting Miss Sadeqa. But should we do a reading vlog for Keeper of Lost Children? Anyways, guys, as you can clearly tell, it's dark in here, so it's a very cloudy, rainy, potentially stormy day today. So I'm going to try to limit my outsideness today, which is fine because there's plenty to do around here to kind of reset and get our lives together. But yeah, friends, this was such a fun event. So I had a great time, and yeah, we met Miss Sadeqa. I'm so happy. I will, if you guys have not yet already, please like and subscribe. Please follow me on Instagram. What else do I have? TikTok. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I need to go back to sleep. And stay tuned because there will be some new stuff on the Etsy shop very, very, very soon. Other than that, I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.